Good morning, good morning, good morning, my YouTube family. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am a Southern Belle. My caption: Should parents discipline our children or should the popo? Good question. I'll tell you why I asked that question this morning. Discipline. Let me read what the definitions say about discipline. Discipline, the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. That's what the dictionary say discipline is. When I don't even know if my son remembers this, but when my son, I guess he was in second grade. I have an only child, so he's a little bit on the spoiled side, but it's all good. Well, I suppose to spoil. But he was cutting up in school, and the teacher called me, and I say, "What?" That's okay. I go down to the school. Back then, you could go to the classroom. Went to the classroom, and I said, "Could I see my son, please?" I got my son. I took my son to the bathroom, and I took care of business. Brought him back, made him apologize to the teacher for his behavior and to the class for disturbing them. Because so you got kids that go to school that want to learn, but teachers are too busy calming them down or trying to discipline them before even teaching nowadays. I don't even think they can teach because most of the time it's spent correcting behavior. The reason why I said this is because I don't be on social media like that. But yesterday I was strolling and Dion Coles, he's such a funny comedian, posed this question about that. There was a lady that went to school, and I guess her son was cutting up, and she pulled him out, and she beat his behind with a belt, but it was recorded. And as I continued to stroll, she's standing up there with a lawyer because you know what's getting ready to happen. You know what I mean? You know what's getting ready to happen because you can't do that. So the reason why I said that is if we don't, then it's okay for the popo to discipline them. It's okay for the police to beat them because of their behavior. Because if we don't do something to help guide our children, I'm not saying it's an opinion there. That's why I put down the opinion. If we don't do something, then the popo is, then the police is. I'm talking about black and brown children because I have a black and brown child. I see what's going on out there in the schools district. I know that a lot of teachers are beginning to retire early. I know that a lot of stress is going on, especially in the school district, because the kids are out of control. So are the kids out of control because of lack of discipline? Because now we're not allowed. We're allowed to conceive, carry, birth, but not correct them. I do have a video on discipline, and I'm talking about 3 and 4 year old children. My children are 4 years old, and they're coming in off the chain. So by the time that they're 10, what do we have here? And we ain't even going to speak about school. You got substitutes that coming in because so the morale is down. You know, as I say, you know, teachers are tired of being yelled at and cursed out by parents. This parent didn't go in and get in the teacher's face. This parent handled the child. That doesn't happen like that anymore. But like as I stated, she's in trouble now. Now you got children out here. I agree with some of them holding some of the parents accountable for the mass shootings, especially when they know that something's wrong with their child, and they in there dressing gossip. You don't notice what's going on with your kid. You don't see, you know. And and some of the parents have bought them guns, and they have their own weapons. So if they have a gun that the parents bought, and they go and do mass shooting, why not? I would never buy John a gun. Well, he's grown enough to buy his own now, but what I'm getting at is, if we're not allowed to discipline our children, and they do go out here and act a fool because of lack of discipline, then we give the cops permission to discipline them. And when the cops discipline them, I'm talking about our black and brown children, it results in imprisonment or death. But that's okay. Because they have the authority to carry a weapon. They have the authority to beat our children. They have the authority to kill our children, but we don't. This is an opinion there because it angers me. I'm not saying that I'm angry because the lady is in trouble. I'm angry because how are you going to tell me how I'm supposed to be with my child? I'm the one that have to deal with them and see them and send them out into the world. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is actually my opinion. And my opinion is mine. You might not agree with it, and that's your right not to agree with what I'm saying. This lady, I didn't agree with her beating her child out in public in the eyes of people because it was recorded. Everything's recorded now. But I agree with her taking that child to that classroom and handling her business. I might not agree with how she handled it, what people saw it. But I agree with her handling her child because if we don't handle our children, the cops are going to handle them. And they're going to handle them in a way that we're not going to like. See, they got the authority to do that. They're paid to do that. But when we do it, we're wrong. And it just made me very upset. What are we to do? You said we can't discipline them, but when they go out there and act the fool, then you're talking about the way that they're being raised. But yet you're trying to tell us how to raise them. Makes sense to me. I don't get it. Just an opinion day. I was just heated. I was upset. Not to the fact that she disciplined her child. I didn't like her doing it in public, but that's just my opinion. But she was called down there just like with my son. The teacher said, at the time, I was married, Mrs. Robinson, you can't do that. I said, well, don't call me. Do not call me if I can't take care of what I have to take care of. Never had a problem with Jonathan again. Not with that. And I personally think a lot of parents need to get more involved with that, correcting their child, because they mad when you correct them, but the parents are not correcting them. So what are we to do? Okay. If you agree, that's fine. If you don't agree, that's fine. It's your opinion, and everybody has a right to their own. But I just came on because I was just so heated with them, with society, the government, or whatever, whomever tells us what to do, and then they don't. They talk about when we do it, our hands are tied. They took prayer out of school. That we don't want to talk about God. God forbid. They want to take discipline from the parents, and you wonder why what's going on is going on. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am a Southern Belle. If you agree, put comments down. Put your thumbs up. Put your thumbs down. As I say, there's only a couple of times that I'm going to be okay with the thumbs down. If you have your thumbs down, that's fine. Then at least I know somebody's listening. I am on the right road now. Please share my video if you think that somebody needs to hear this, or if you think that it could start like a battle with what's going on. Share my video. Please subscribe. Please comment. I see you, Barbara. That's my girl. She's up. She already commented. I got you. All right. I'm going to call you in a minute. Thank you so much for joining me today. Y'all have a blessed day now. You're here. God bless.